Hello, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install macOS Ventura on an unsupported Mac. So in my case I'm using the late 2012 Mac Mini. So as you can see I'm on Ventura right now because I have actually walked through the method that I'm going to be showing you today to install it on this late 2012 Mac Mini. So this Mac Mini is the last supported version by Apple that ran Catalina, but as you can see I'm running Ventura. So we're going to get updated to the latest version using a tool called Opencore Legacy Patcher. So you might recognize Opencore from somewhere else because obviously I do Hackintosh videos here. But today it's not Hackintosh, it's bare metal Apple hardware. So let's get started. So I'm going to be walking you through what you need. So you need a USB drive that's over 16 gigabytes. A macOS machine, like what I've got, to prepare the installer, and the Mac you want to install Ventura on, and obviously making sure it's compatible. So for compatibility, you need a MacBook mid-2015 or newer, a MacBook Pro mid-2012 or newer, a MacBook Air mid-2012 or newer, a Mac Mini late 2012 or newer, or just a normal iMac that's late 2012 or newer. So as you can see, it seems like the 2012 ones are the supported ones. So to check, obviously, what your Mac is, you go up to the Apple logo, obviously, and click About this Mac. So on Catalina or whatever version, you should be able to do this. So hopefully your Mac's compatible. So you're ready to prepare the installer. So to do this, we need to get the Opencore Legacy Patcher tool. So what that will allow us to do is download the Ventura installer, and it will modify the Ventura image so it works with macOS, the Mac Mini that it's meant to be compatible with. So what we need to do is then boot the macOS installer, and then we can use our USB drive to install it. So let's get started. So what we want to do is go to the link that I'll be linking below in my blog. Go to Opencore Legacy Patcher. So this is what I've it's 0.5.3 for me, the latest version, and we're going to download this one, the Opencore Patcher GUI app. So as you can see, if I head to my downloads, you can see that it's not that big to download, but it's big enough. So let's wait for it to download. As you can see, finished downloading. So we're going to click Show in Finder, and as you can see, it's here. Now I'm just going to copy it into a new folder because I want to I want it to be easier for you to see. So I'll just call this YT, and I'm going to paste it in this folder. So all we need to do is double click on it, and then macOS will expand it, and you can see we've got this Opencore Patcher. We want to right click it and click Open. So you can see that it's opening at the bottom, but when you're right clicking on it, this bypasses the Apple security checks, so you don't have to go into settings and try and open it. So as you can see, we've got the screen right here. This is all we need, so we can close all the other stuff. So first we want to click first to create macOS installer, and then click download macOS installer. It's then going to download a catalog like this. So we're going to be doing Ventura, obviously, which is also called macOS 13.1, as you can see right here. The download size is about 12 gig, so depending on your internet connection, the process might take a while. But luckily I get around 130 megabits per second, so mine only took around 10 minutes to download. But once it's downloaded, you should get a screen that looks like this. I've already got mine downloaded, so I'm just going to go into here. you should get a screen that looks like this. All you want to do is plug in a USB drive, obviously over the 16 gigabytes. So I've plugged in my USB drive, you can see it on the desktop. So I'm just going to click return to main menu and do it again. So I can click use existing and it will search for it. As you can see, my Cruiser Glide USB 3.0 drive, my 32 gig one, has shown up. So we're just going to click on that. And that's it. It will ask for your password. So let's put that in. And now we're playing the waiting game. Now, it can appear sometimes that it's frozen, like that. But it isn't, it's just writing files. So this can take upwards of 20 to 40 minutes. So I will meet you back when mine has finished. Once that's done, we're ready to boot the installer. But as you can see, it will take a while. So, see you in a moment. So you can see it's just over halfway through now, and as you can see it does take quite a long time. But luckily for you, you don't have to wait watching this video unless obviously you're doing it yourself. So, see you in a moment. So you can see it says that the installer successfully installed onto the USB drive. We're just going to click skip for now, just in case it didn't say that for you, and click return to main menu. Then we're going to click build and install Opencore. It's going to then build, and we're just going to click install to disk. It's going to load them, and you're going to select the USB drive and the A5 partition. Click OK. We'll ask you for your password, enter that, and press enter. As you can see, it's copying over Opencore. The tool will create a config.plist for the Opencore, and then once it's done, we're ready to boot macOS. So let's wait for that. As you can see, we're done. So I'm installing it on the same device, but for you, you're going to just plug in the USB drive into the Mac that you want to install it on, and then press the power button. So I'm using a Windows keyboard, so I'm going to hold the Alt key, but if you're using the Apple keyboard, hold the Option key. So let's wait for it to reboot. Whilst holding the Option key or the Alt key, just keep hold of it. You should then see this menu. You're going to go to EFI boot and press on this one, because this is for my drive right now. I'm going to go to my USB one and press enter. Then you're going to click on the install.macOS Ventura one right here, because this is the one that's booted. Click on that. And as you can see, the installer will start booting up. So we're going to wait for that. So as you can see, the installer is booted. It's just telling me that because I've not got a keyboard and mouse plugged in. But you should see something like this. So first, you'd install it like you was installing macOS. But for the people that don't know how to do that, first we're going to go over to Disk Utility and click Continue. Then we're going to go to the view here and click Show All Devices. Now I'm installing it on this Crucial SSD because this one's got my actual macOS on it. So you're just going to click Erase, and then I'm going to just call this macOS 2, so I know that it's the second. And then click Erase. This can take a few moments, depending on the speed of your solid state drive. But we're going to wait for it to format. So as you can see, it says that the erase process is complete. So we're just going to click done and close out Disk Utility. And then we're obviously going to click on Install macOS Ventura. So in a few moments we'll see this message. We're just going to click continue, and we're going to accept any license terms that it gives us. Sometimes it can take a minute for the installer to load depending on the speed of your USB drive. Mine's a couple of years old now, so I have to give it credit. So we're going to agree to all the terms. Agree twice there. And we're going to install it on macOS too, because this one has my things on it. So I'm going to click on macOS 2 and click continue. Now, as you can see, macOS is now installing. As you can see, about 20 minutes, if I can read that. So we're going to wait for that. You can see we're now on the Apple logo, the install page. We're going to now wait for that. So you might get this error. Do not worry. Just click OK. Then we're just going to click up here in the Apple logo and click restart. We're going to then hold Alt again. This is just a glitch with Ventura. I do not know why it does it, but it does work. So all we're going to do is keep holding Alt, go again to EFI boot, and then the macOS installer one, click enter, and then we're going to wait again. It's very weird that it does that, but now we're ready to keep waiting. So what I did was install macOS and set it up. So I didn't want to overwrite my boot partition on the one that I use right now, so I've just not bothered setting it up, but this should work for you. So we're going to wait for this to boot. And as you can see, we're on now back on the Ventura desktop. So that's going to be it for this video. Thanks ever so much for watching. If you did like this content, please give it a like and subscribe, just so I know that you liked the video. So thanks ever so much for watching. I've been HSVE. Goodbye.